Hello there, it's Jammer here. It's kind of busy with my work, and yeah, let's start on Sunday. I was I was at work, with my team. So, yeah, so yeah, kind of just frustrated. Yeah, but anyways, okay. And there's book, and I found before I go sleep, and the other day, and before I go sleep, I found a YouTube feed is shows this video to me, and I want to watch. I listened to it. I think it's funny for an elementary kid, and I want to read it. Okay, so let's do it now.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid
Diary of Wimpy Kid
by Jeff Kinney.
by Jeff Kinney.
Narrated by Ramon
Narrated by
Del
Romy
Campo.
Alcampo.
September.
September.
Tuesday.
September.
First of all, let me get something
let me
straight.
get something straight.
This is a journal,
This is
not
a
a
journal,
diary.
not a diary.
I know
this is a journal, not a diary.
it says on the cover.
I know what it says
But
on
when
cover.
Mom went out to buy
But when Mom went
this
out
thing,
to
I
buy this thing,
specifically told
I
her
specifically
to
told
get
her
one that didn't
to get one
say
that didn't
diary
say
on it.
diary on it.
Great.
Great.
All I need is for some jerk
All I need is for
to
some
catch me
jerk
carrying this
to
book around
catch me
and
carrying
get the
this
wrong
book
idea.
around to get the wrong idea.
The other thing I want to clear
The other thing I
up
want
right
to
away
clear up right away
is that this was
this is
Mom's
Mom's idea,
not mine.
not mine.
But if
This is Mom's idea, not mine. This is Mom's idea, not mine. But if
she thinks I'm going to
but if she thinks I'm going to write down my
feelings in here or
feelings
whatever,
in here or
she's
whatever,
crazy.
she's crazy.
So just don't expect
So
me
just don't expect
to be
me
all dear
to be
diary
all
this
dear
and dear diary
this and
that.
dear diary that.
The only
Dear diary this and dear diary that.
reason I
The only
agreed to do
reason
this
I
at
agreed
all
to do this at all
is because I figure later on, when I'm rich and famous,
when I'm rich and famous,
I'll have better things to
I'll have better things
do than
to
answer
do
people's
than
stupid
answer
questions all day.
answer people's stupid questions all day long.
So this book is going to
So
come in
this book
handy.
is going to come in handy.
Like I said, I'll be famous one
I'll
day.
be famous one
But
day.
for now, I'm stuck in middle school.
I'm stuck in the middle
with
school
a bunch of morons.
with a bunch of morons. Oh, it's a middle school, so it's my elementary.
Let me just say for the record that I
Let me just say for the
think
record
middle
that
school is the
I
dumbest
think middle school is
idea ever invented.
It's the best idea ever invented.
You got kids like me,
You got kids like me
who haven't hit their growth
who haven't hit their
spurt
growth
yet, mixed in with these gorillas
mixed with these
who need to shave
who needs to
twice
shave
a day.
Twice a day. Who needs to who need to shave twice a day.
And then they wonder why bullying
And then they wonder why
is such a big problem
is such a big
in middle
problem
school.
in middle school.
If it was up to me,
If it was up to me,
grade levels would be based on height, not age.
Not age.
But then again,
I
guess that would mean
guess that would
kids
mean
like Shirag
kids like
Gupta would still be in the
would still
first
be
grade.
in first grade.
Today is the first day of
Today is the first
school.
day of
and
school.
right now we're waiting
And right now we're
around for the
waiting
teacher to hurry up
for
and
teacher
finish the seating
to hurry up and finish the
chart.
seating.
So I figured I might as
So I figured I
well
might
write in this book to
as well write in
pass
this
the
book
time.
to pass the time. Okay, just to pass the time.
By the way, let me give you some
By
good
the way, let me give you some. By the way, let me give you some
advice.
some good advice.
On the first day of school,
on first day of school,
you got to be real
you got to be
careful
real
where you
careful where you sit.
You walk into the classroom,
You walk into the
and just
classroom
plunk your stuff down
and just plunk your stuff
on any old
down
desk.
on any old desk.
And the next thing you know,
And then the next thing you know,
the teacher is saying,
I hope you all like where
I hope you all
you're
like where
sitting
you
because
sit. I hope you all like where you're sitting
these are your
because
permanent seats.
these are permanent seats. Permanent seats. What's the permanence? Permanence. P. Permanent. Let me see. Permanent.
Permanent.
Permanent. Okay, these are permanent seats.
So in this class,
So in this
I got
class,
stuck with Chris
I got
Hose
stuck with
in front of me and Lionel James
and Lionel
in
James
back of me.
in back of me.
Jason Brill
Jason
came
Brill
in late
came in
and almost
late
sat to my
and
right.
almost sat
right.
to my
But luckily,
right.
I
But
stopped
luckily,
that from
I
happening
stopped that from
at the
happening
last second.
at the last second.
Next period,
Next
I should just sit in the middle
I
of a
should just sit next period. I should just sit in the
bunch
middle
of hot girls.
a bunch of hot girls.
As soon as I step in the
As soon as I
room.
step in the room.
But I guess if I do that,
But I guess if I do that,
it just proves I didn't
it just proves
learn
that
anything from
I didn't learn anything
last
from
year.
from last year. I didn't learn anything from last year because
I ended up passing notes.
Because I ended up
that
passing
probably
notes
read,
that probably read
Greg is a dork.
Greg is a dork. Greg is dork. Greg is dork.
Dork.
Dork. Okay. Dork. Okay, dork. Let's see from this example. Who is this? Dork. Okay. Greg is dork.
Man.
Man.
I don't know what is up with the girl.
I don't know what up with the girls
these days.
These days.
It used to be a whole lot
It used to be a whole
simpler
lot
back in
simpler back
elementary
in
school.
elementary school.
The deal was,
if you were the
fastest
if you were fast
runner in your class, you got all the girls.
You got all girls.
And in the 5th grade,
And in 5th grade,
the fastest runner
was
Ronnie McCoy. Nowadays, it's a whole lot more
It's a whole lot more complicated.
Now it's about the kind of clothes
It's about the kind
you
of
wear,
clothes you
or
wear,
how rich you
or
are,
how rich you are,
or if you have a cute butt
or if you had cute
or
butt,
whatever.
cute butt or whatever.
And kids like Ronnie McCoy
And
are
the kids like Ronnie McCoy
scratching their heads,
are stretching their hands,
wondering, what the
wondering,
heck happened?
what the heck happened? What the heck happened?
The most popular boy
The most popular
in
boy
my grade
in
is
my
Bryce
grade
Anderson.
is Bryce Anderson.
The thing that really
The
stinks
thing that really stinks
is that I have
is that I have
always been into
always
girls.
been into girls.
But kids like Bryce have
kids like Bryce
only come around in the last couple of years.
That's a couple years.
I remember how Bryce
I
used
remember
to
how Bryce
act
used
back
to
in elementary
act back in
school.
elementary school.
He would say things like,
He would say things like,
I think girls are stinky poos.
I think girls are stinking poos. Stinking poos.
Stinky.
Stinking pools. Okay. I think girls are stinking pools. Okay, let's stinking pool.
If I heard him,
I heard
would
him,
immediately say,
I would immediately say,
I don't think girls are stinky poos.
I don't think girls are stinking pools.
But of course now I don't get
For
any
now,
credit
I don't get any
for sticking
credit
with a girl.
for sticking with
all
the
this
girls
time.
all this time.
Like I said,
Bryce
is the most popular kid in our grade.
Kid in our grade.
So that leaves all
So that leaves
the rest of us
all
guys
the rest of our guys
scrambling for
scrambling
the other
for
spots.
the other spots.
The best I can figure
The best I can figure
is that I'm somewhere
is that I'm somewhere
around
around
52nd or
52nd and
53rd most.
53rd
popular
most
this year.
popular this year.
But the good news is that I'm
Well, the good news is that
about to move up one
I'm about to move up
spot because
one
Charlie
spot
Davies
because
is
Charlie Davies
above
is
me, and he's
above me
getting his
and he's
braces
getting his braces
week.
next week.
I try to explain all this
I try to explain all this
popularity stuff
popularity
to my friend Rowley,
to my friend
who was
Rowley,
probably hovering
right
around the
150
mark, by the way.
mark, by the way.
But I think it just goes
But I think it just
in
goes
one ear
in one ear
out the other with
and out the other
him.
one with him.
Wednesday.
Today
we had phys
Today
ed.
we had physics ED.
So the first thing, Wednesday. Today we had phys ed.
Physics.
So the first thing I did when I got outside was sneak off to the
sneak off to the basketball court
see if the cheese
was
still there. And sure enough, it was. That piece of cheese has been sitting on the blacktop since last spring.
Last spring.
I guess it must have dropped out
I guess it must have dropped
of someone's sandwich
out of someone's sandwich
or something.
Mm.
After a couple of days, the cheese started getting all moldy and nasty. Nobody would play basketball on the court where the cheese was, even though that was the only court that had a hoop with a net. Then one day, this kid named Darren Walsh touched the cheese with his finger. And that's what started this thing called the cheese touch. It's basically like the if you get the cheese touch, you're stuck with it until you pass it on to someone else. The only way to protect yourself from the cheese touch is to cross your fingers. But it's not that easy.
But it's not like easy.
Remembering to keep your fingers
crossed
every moment of the day.
every moment of the day.
I ended up taping mine
I ended up
together so they'd stay
together,
crossed all the time.
so they would say cross all
I got a D in handwriting.
I got a D in handwriting.
But it was totally worse.
But it was totally worse. But it's totally worse. Oh, shit.
This one kid named Abe Hall got the cheese touch in April, and nobody would even come near him.
Nobody would even
for the rest of the year.
For the rest of the year.
This summer, Abe moved away to California and took the cheese touch with him. I just hope someone doesn't start the cheese touch up again, because I don't need that kind of stress in
my life anymore.
Thursday. I'm having a seriously hard time getting used to the fact that summer is over, and I have to get out of bed every morning to go to school. My summer did not exactly get off to a great start, thanks to my older brother Roderick.
Thanks to my older brother Roderick.
A couple of days into summer vacation, Roderick woke me up in the middle of the night. He told me I slept through the whole summer, but that luckily I woke up just in time
for
the first day of school. You might think I was pretty dumb for falling for that one, but Roderick was dressed up in his school clothes, and he set my alarm clock ahead to make it look like it was the morning. Plus, he closed my curtains so I couldn't see that it was still dark out. After Roderick woke me up, I just got dressed and went downstairs to make myself some breakfast, like I do every morning on a school day.
Like I do every morning on school.